Hi guys, we're going to look at the area of a circle in the Geometry 3F pack. This is also a pack page in one of the Geometry higher packs. So the formula for the area of a circle, similar to the formula for the circumference in that it involves pi, but it's not the same obviously. The formula for the area is pi times the radius squared. Okay. And there are lots of things out there explaining why that is the formula, but just for the purposes of this video, I'm just going to be using that formula. Okay, so you're going to need a calculator for this page. First question wants us to give the area of these circles to one decimal place. So we're just going to do, for this first one, we've got the radius, by the way, on all of these questions. So what I'll probably do is just answer a couple of them, and then pause the video and finish them off, and you can just use the video to mark your work in a second. I won't work through them all with you watching, otherwise it'll just be a really long video. Okay, so the first one, the area is pi times 4 squared, because that is the radius. Okay, and your calculator will tell you that that is 16 pi, because what it's doing is it's doing the only bit it can do whilst leaving the answer exact. So it's just doing this bit, 4 squared, and just putting it next to pi. That's what we call leaving the answer in terms of pi. We're going to need that bit later on, but this question has asked us to give them to one decimal place. So when you actually do that on a calculation and press the S to D button, that tells us that the answer is 50.3. Moving around it to one decimal place, 50.3, and it's area, so the unit should be square centimetres. Okay, in this case. Let's just choose one of the other ones. I shall go for question E as well. So the area will be pi times the radius squared again. So pi times 1.5 squared. And the calculator will tell you that that is 9/4 pi, or 2.25 pi, because it's squaring the 1.5. Okay, but when we force it to tell us the actual answer, by pressing S to D, that is 7.1. 7.1, and that's square meters this time. Okay, so just look out for the different units, some millimeters in there as well. We're just doing that for each of these questions. Okay. Okay, there's the remaining answers for that question. Let's have a look at question 2. So on question 2, we've got to calculate the area again, and again to one decimal place. The only difference in this question is that we're given the diameters rather than the radiuses. So similar to one of the previous pages on circumference, when we're given the wrong thing, we need to find the right thing first. So we need to divide these diameters by 2 to find the radius. So in this question, the radius would be 6. We would then just do what we've been doing in the previous question, do pi times 6 squared. That would be 36 pi if we wanted it in terms of pi. But we don't in this question. So that would be 113.1. And remember to put units in, that would be square centimetres. Okay, I will let you have a go at the rest, and I'll pause the video here. Okay, there's the answers for question 2. Number 3, calculate the area of the following circles, leave your answers in terms of pi. Okay, so same as above, but just leaving pi in our answer. These are much easier. Okay, so remember the formula is pi times radius squared. So for this one, it would be pi times 2 squared. And the only bit of that we can do is the 2 squared bit. That would give us 4. So the answer is 4 pi. This one, we would have to halve because we've got the diameter first. So the radius would be 4. And then doing pi times 4 squared would give us 16 pi. Okay, and you can give units of area with these as well, despite them being in terms of pi. So probably a good idea to do that. Okay, this one already got the radius. If we square that, we'll get 121. So this one is 121 pi centimeters squared. And finally this one, radius would be 9. So 9 squared would be 81. So the answer is 81 pi centimeters squared. And then the final questions, you don't even really need the circle to do these, just need to be told what the diameter or radius is. If it's a radius of 7, 7 squared would be 49. So this is 49 pi centimeters squared. A diameter of 10, which means the radius would be 5 on the next one. So 5 squared would be 25. So the answer is 25 pi centimeters squared. A radius of 2 kilometers. So 2 squared would be 4. So the answer to this is 4 pi kilometers squared. And the last one, diameter of 1.2 centimeters, so the radius is 0.6 centimeters. So when we square that, we get 0.36 times by pi, we've got 0.36 pi centimeters squared.